Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to do a Patreon request for this Patrono right here. Hopefully I don't forget to put it. We did a Free or Schwanz video and I forgot to put the...
Oh shit.
So we did this and nothing showed up. It was like John Cena. You couldn't see it.
You can't see me.
You can see it. So anyways, the Patrono requested a band called Kruelty with the song Harder Than Before. Now for those of you that complain that we don't do Japanese bands on the channel...
We have a reason though.
We don't do Japanese bands if they're signed to a Japanese label.
Yeah.
That is it. Because Japanese labels go hard in the paint and they give people... They're like Oprah.
They go hard.
You get a copyright strike, you get a copyright strike, you get a copyright strike. That's how they go. And you know what? I'm not fucking with them. We've gotten one before.
We got a copyright strike.
For Maximum the Hormone video.
Exactly. And I'm scared that if we do another one, they will go harder than before.
Yeah, so I'm not dealing with it. So it has nothing to do... We're not being racist. Some people accuse us of being racist because we don't check out Japanese bands, which is not true. We've done geese on the channel. I mean, we've done Japanese bands on the channel.
Just give us... If you want us
Crystal
to do more,
Lake. We've done Crystal Lake.
Listen, if you want us to do more Japanese bands, I'm always down to.
Yeah, me too. As long as they're signed to a label that's not Japanese. Like, these guys are signed to a Canadian label.
Exactly. So, as long as they're
totally
not
cool
signed to a Japanese label,
fuck, if the Canadian label... If the Canadian label gives us a copyright strike, I'll find out where they live, and I'm fucking driving there. I'm driving there, because we're in the same fucking country, bitch. I know it's a big country, but guess what? We can get there. We have reach.
They're from, like, Yukon.
No, they're probably from Calgary or something, or Edmonton, or Saskatchewan. One of those places.
I don't want to drive there.
All right. So you ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's check this out. That was quite something. Holy shit, that was meaty.
Normally, I'm not a fan of, like, this style, I guess you could say, but fuck, the changes got
it was
me
fucking
hooked.
good, dude.
Yeah, dude, the changes in the song, like, it didn't stay stagnant for too long.
It wasn't boring at all.
It didn't get boring. It always switched.
And they were, but the switches were also not, like, very jolty. Like, they were not they were, it was not like it was going from 180 degrees every single time. It wasn't going
from one extreme to another.
No, it was nice little subtle changes that just enough to get the song going and for nothing to feel really bored and repetitive. I fucking digged it. It was almost like I was listening to, like, at one point I felt like I was listening to Hate Breed, but the vocals were like Bestial Devastation era of Max Cavalera. So it's like death metal vocals hitting like a hardcore song. But fuck, I really digged it.
Heavy as fuck.
For sure. Now, what did you think about the drum sound? Because the drum sound felt very hollow. Like, it didn't have that bass and thickness to it.
It's good because you're getting that bass and thickness from the guitars. You're getting
everything is so chunky.
The chunky, the grinding, like, sound from the guitar. So you don't really need it from the drums. Having that more
flat,
I'd say puddle effect of the drums, where when you hit it, it disperses the sound instead of giving this big sound right away.
Yeah, it's almost like the drums, the bass was lowered on the drums.
Yeah, it disperses the hollowness of the drums throughout the track. But in my opinion, it's a good thing because
for this song,
especially for this song, I mean, it's giving me something different from what everything else is giving me.
I agree with you on that.
It's not falling into formation.
I like the fact that they sounded different. Not that I've never heard drums like that before, but they sounded different. But for a song that's so meaty, that's so thick, if the drums were as meaty and as thick,
it's just a wall sound.
That's what I was going to say. What ends up happening is you can't tell the difference between where the drums end and the guitar start. Because everything is just this big wall of sound that's coming at you. And then on top of that, you add the harsh vocals, the heavy vocals on it. And you just can't tell shit for shit.
This way you're able to pinpoint what it was.
And it was nice because it flattened out the song sometimes a little bit, because the song, it was robust. Like I said, it was meaty, right? But whenever you heard the drums kind of spread it out a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, they give the song a little bit more room. So I thought it was interesting that they sounded so different from the rest of the sound. But in my opinion, they actually work really well with the rest of the sound. Yeah. I'm not necessarily a fan of that style of drumming. Like, if you go like on an album, every song has that sort of drumming mix for the whole record. Not a huge fan, because after a while it just feels very, very distant from the rest of everything that is happening. But if you use it, in songs that have this sort of meatiness behind them, then I'm okay with it. It all comes down to how the rest of the track sounds like. How does everything sound like? So if the song doesn't have those chugging riffs, that heaviness, and that kind of shit, and the guitars don't feel that dense, for a lack of a better word, if the guitars don't feel that dense, and the guitars maybe a little bit more driven, if the guitars feel a little bit more penetrating, you know, when you have those like then that drum sound doesn't really work for me, because now I feel like there's too many pieces in the air. They're not really connecting well with one another. Having the whole sound feel as one, and then suddenly the drums kind of pop the head out, it works for me. It works for me. I don't know if listening to a whole record like that, I'm going to have that same opinion. But for in the moment, listen to just this one song, I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Boom.
Boom.
For those of you that say that we don't do any Japanese bands.
I know.
Fuck.
Well, we gave you guys all the information you need to give us more Japanese bands, and I'm gladly here to check those out, like, any day of the week. So,
or bands from any country for them matter.
Bands from any country.
As long as they're not signed to any Japanese labels. That's like the criteria.
That's the criteria. Though they go hard on us.
Yeah. Japanese labels, Sumerian Records, and Earache. That is kind of like
no man's land.
Yeah, we don't fuck with that shit. for reasons that I already explained at the beginning of the video, because they all go Oprah on people. And I'm not saying that they go Oprah on people now, but they've done it in the past. And I'm not about to, I'm
not about to risk
bitten once, shy twice, right? Like, I don't know if that's a saying or not. But
unless they contact us and it's like, hey guys, you're A-okay to go do it, then...
Yeah, that's a different story. But that hasn't happened.
That hasn't happened.
So because of that...
Until then...
It's just not worth it.
It's going to be untouched.
It's just not worth it. Honestly, it's not... We don't make money on these videos. We honestly don't... We don't monetize the channel. But I'm not going to risk the channel standing just to check, love bites. Just to throw a Japanese band at you guys. Or baby metal. Or whatever. It's just not worth the risk. Now, I know people will say, other people do it. Okay. So, other people jump off of bridges. Other people do crack cocaine. Yeah. That doesn't mean, like, I need to go and do it.
Other people may have done it, but we got hurt doing it. And why would we risk it yet again, right? Unless we get the thumbs up, it's not happening. Doing
the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity.
Oh, I was just say psychopath.
No, insanity.
Insanity.
All right, this was good. Thank you to the Patrono that requested this shit. I not even knew Profound Lore Records were a Canadian label.
I didn't even know they were a label.
No, I've heard of the label, but I didn't know they were Canadian. Holy shit. This video is teaching me a lot. All right. So, on that note, guys, thank you for watching. Hit us up in the comment section. Your thoughts about this band. Did you know about them already? Like, what's going on? And we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.